Welcome to today's yoga practice. We'll start by taking a big breath in and exhaling. Slowly dropping your right ear to your right shoulder, chin to the chest, left ear, left shoulder, and back to center. Left ear drops to the left shoulder, chin to the chest, right ear, right shoulder, and back to center. On your next inhale, reaching the hands up, gazing up, hands come down, bow down. Inhale, reach up, palms to heart center. Inhale, reach up, gaze up, exhale, bow down. Inhale, reach up, draw your hands to your heart. Inhale, reaching up, nice and high, extending hands front to back, gazing back. Inhale as you reach up and draw your hands to your heart. Big breath in, reaching up, opening up front to back, gazing back, drawing shoulder blades together. Inhale up and hands come to your heart. 3 rounds of a seated cat-cow. Inhale as you open up, draw your elbows back. Exhale, reaching forward, rounding forward. Inhale, opening up. Exhale, ears between the biceps. Last time, big breath in. Exhale, reaching forward. Drawing your legs out into dragonfly. Lifting up your sitting bones and regrounding them, arms to a T. Inhale, exhale as you laterally bend. Breathe in as you reach and open up. Exhale, sweep forward and bow your chest to your knee. Inhale, open up and laterally bend. Exhale. Breathe in and out. Open up, inhale, exhale, lateral bend. Inhale as you open up. Last time, bow forward and square your chest up with your knee, reaching both hands to the pinky toe side. We'll hold this for a moment. Inhale, arms to a T, side B, exhale, lateral bend. Inhale as you open up, exhale as you sweep across and bow the crown down. Sweep back across, lateral bend. Inhale, open up, exhale and fold. Breathe in, reach out, exhale, bend. Inhale, open, fold, and we'll hold it here, binding the pinky toe side of your foot and taking a few breaths. Inhale as you rise up. Extend your arms forward and draw the crown of your head toward the floor as your chest lowers toward the floor. Feel the nice stretch in your low back. Making your way back up into seated, drawing your legs together, we'll come into a tabletop position here, taking a few rounds of cat-cow. Lower your belly, lift your crown and your tail. Exhale as you round your spine, tucking chin toward the chest. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, cat. Inhale in your cow. And exhale in your cat. Neutral spine. We'll take ourselves down onto our forearms and flow through 3 more rounds of cat-cow. Inhaling as you lower your belly, lifting your crown and your tail, and exhaling as you round in. Returning back to tabletop, extend the right leg back, flex your toes, and ground the ball of your foot into the earth. Really try to press your right heel down toward the earth, stretching your calf. Inhale as you lift your leg up. Bring your right knee behind your left knee pit and walk your hands as far to the left side of the mat as you can. Take your gaze to the back of the mat, right by your feet. Come back to center, extend, and we'll do a few pulses here, just to engage the glute, squeezing each muscle in the leg. And come back to tabletop, shifting your hips side to side for a moment, left leg, grounding in with the ball of the foot, pressing the left heel toward the floor. Left leg stays straight. Inhale as you lift your left leg, tuck the left knee behind the right knee pit, and walk your hands to the side of the mat, gazing toward the back of your mat. Walking your hands back to center, extending your leg, flexing your foot, and pulsing just a small amount up and down. If the pulsing doesn't work for you, you can remain still. We'll come back to tabletop. Tuck the toes, lift your tailbone, and find downward facing dog. Slowly walk your feet forward towards your hands. We're going to interlace. Opposite elbows are grabbed, drawing the crown of the head toward the floor. Maybe a nod, yes and no, to release any tightness and tension in your shoulders and your neck. You can maintain a slight bend in the knees. We're going to ground in through the pads of our fingers and bend opposite knees. From here, keep the right hand grounded, right knee bent, left leg is straight, and reach up to the sky. Left hand grounds, switch sides, left knee bends, right leg remains straight, reaching our right hand up to the sky, gazing up. Both hands come down to the mat. Squatting down and extending the legs as best you can. Slowly rising up off the mat. As you inhale, take a breath in, mountain pose, and draw your hands to your heart. Inhale as you reach up, exhale as you high twist. Inhale, reaching up, exhale, twisting the other way. Inhale up, exhale, swan dive down. Breathe in, half lift, flat back. Plant your hands lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale in your upward facing dog. Tuck the toes, lift the tail, down dog. Inhale, balls of the feet, bend your knees. Step or jump to the top, lift halfway. Exhale and fold. Breathe in, mountain pose. Twist out high. Inhale up, twist out the other direction. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Plant your hands, step or jump back, Chaturanga. Inhale, lift your heart and up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in as you lift up on the balls of your feet, bend your knees and step or jump. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Breathe in, mountain pose. Exhale, open up. Inhale up, exhale, open up. Inhale, reach up, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. High plank to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Bend the knee and roll it open. Toe to the sky. Exhale, knee to the nose. 2 more times as you bend and roll open. Extend your leg high, knee into the chest. Last time, bend and roll open. Bring your knee to the chest. Plant your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Left knee draws down to the mat. Inhale, crescent on the mat. Draw your elbows back 3 times, taking cactus. Inhale as you reach up. Exhale, elbows back, reaching up, twisting out front to back. and breathing as you come into half camel. Exhale, hands to the mat, coming into lizard pose. Inhale as you open up floor to ceiling in your low crescent twist. Exhale, hand comes down. Inhale, rise off the mat into crescent. Interlacing hands behind the back, opening chin, chest, bow forward, just hover over your front thigh in a power crescent. Inhale, reach up into crescent, cartwheel your hands to the mat, and chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On your next breath, left leg lifts. Bend your knee and roll it open. Inhale as you bring it to the sky and draw your knee to your nose. 2 more times. Last time, bend and roll open. Inhale, reach up. Knee to the nose. We'll step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. Rise up, crescent. 3 cactus arms. As you inhale, you reach up. Exhale, drawing the elbows behind, squeezing shoulder blades. Exhale, twisting front to back. Slowly reaching back for your heel or maybe a block as you come into half camel. Lift your heart. Open your neck. Hands come to the inside of your left foot, coming into your lizard pose. Open up, inhale, floor to ceiling, low crescent twist. Hand comes down to the mat, rise up off the mat, inhale, crescent. Sparking your fingers, interlace behind the back, open your chin, your chest, bow forward into your power crescent. Release the hands, inhale, reach up, exhale, cartwheel down, step back, and flow through your vinyasa. Meet me in downward facing dog. Come forward into high plank. Working our core here, we're gently tapping alternating knees to the mat, holding a nice Uddiyana Bandha, belly button to spine, maintaining alignment of our shoulder, elbow, and wrist. Chaturanga. We're bringing ourselves onto our bellies, bringing our hands next to the hips. On your inhale, lift up. Stay up and draw your arms to a T and then reach forward, lower down. Big breath in, lift, T, hips, and down. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Holding up and really bringing a nice breath in as you lift your chest off the mat, interlacing behind your back, lifting your chest and heart, strengthening your back. Release the hands. Draw your hands overhead. Inhale as you lift up, and we'll do 3 cactus arms just like we did when we were in crescent. Reach forward, inhale, lower down to the mat. 2 more times, lift up, breathe in as you lift up. Exhale each time you draw your elbows back. Lower down. Last time, breathe in, lift. Exhale, cactus. Inhale and exhale. Lower down. Slowly making our way onto our backs, we're going to do a bridge here. I want you to draw your heels as close to your fingers as you can. Lifting up the hips, interlacing your hands underneath your glutes, and maybe shimmying your shoulders around so that you get some nice support. Breathing here, keeping your hip points lifted and your buns squeezed. Slowly release down to the mat. We're going to bring our legs into Baddha Konasana legs, pressing the soles of the feet together and lifting up, if you choose, into a bridge variation here, where our toes, the pinky toes, are the only thing grounded on the mat. Lifting the hip points. Breathing. Lowering slowly back down to the mat. Taking peace fingers and grabbing big toes, widening the stance of your legs into happy baby pose here. Maybe rocking side to side, pressing your low back into the mat, a nice massage. Drawing the knees down toward the earth as you lower quads toward the earth. Let's go ahead and release. Here's a chance to either do a bridge like we did before. If you're someone who practices wheel pose, come into wheel for a few breaths. When you're ready, make your way down to the mat. We're going to make our way into our inversion for this practice called shoulder stand, starting as if you would in bridge and supporting your hips, lifting your feet up. I'm taking a variation of bridge called plow, so slowly drawing the feet down toward the earth, allowing my chin to tuck into the chest. If plow doesn't work for you, you can remain in your shoulder stand throughout this pose. Or you can take any variation, bringing the soles of the feet together and drawing the knees out in Baddha Konasana legs. It's your practice. From here, making our way up into Navasana. Just a little bit more core variations here. Include placing your hands behind your back for a little less intensity, or your hands extended forward. Shins are squared to the sky. Toes are pointed with purpose. My chest is leaning forward. Drawing your hands to heart center, we're just going to tap opposite toes to the earth. Again, you can place your hands behind your hips or extend your arms out, whatever helps you to get the most out of your practice. I'm moving both legs simultaneously. Keeping that Uddiyana Bandha, that belly lock. Ending on a V-sit. And now bringing myself into a seated position, drawing the heels together, soles of the feet pressing together into cobbler's pose. Breathing in, lifting the rib cage away from your lower back before you exhale, bow forward, drawing your chest toward your feet. Slowly rising up, extending one leg out. We're going to place the inside of the knee onto the earth, and you're either going to tuck your toe under or leave your toes sitting out. We're going to focus on our quadricep here. You can feel free to come back, remain on tall arms if you need to, or come onto your forearms. Opening your neck here is a great thyroid therapy. Otherwise, for those of you who want a little more stretch through the quad, bringing yourself all the way down to the mat. One hand on heart, one hand on belly. Making your way slowly up away from the mat. We're going to square ourselves up to our long leg. Breathe in as you reach up. Exhale, folding forward. And here's where, if it's difficult for you to reach beyond your big toe, where you can utilize a belt and place it around the sole of your foot. Allow a breath in as you bring yourself back up, and we'll switch sides. Drawing the inside of your knee down toward the mat. Reclining back, either on tall arms, forearms, or reclining all the way down to the floor. One hand on heart, one hand on belly. Begin to make your way up off of the mat. Take a breath in, lift your rib cage, exhale, and fold chest to thigh. Drawing nose to knee. Slowly make your way up off of the mat. And from here, we're going to bring ourselves onto our backs, rounding one vertebra at a time, extending the legs and arms long. We're going to bring both ankles to the lower right corner of our mat and both wrists to the upper right corner. Crossing long legs at the ankle and extending our arms long, we're coming into crescent moon on the mat. A really nice opening for your left hip, making sure both shoulder blades and both hips are grounded on your mat. Come back to center. And then bring both ankles to the left lower corner, both wrists to the upper corner. And the crossing at the ankles just intensifies the stretch on your right hip, as well as pulling your arm up away from your body and then bringing it as far to the upper left corner of the mat as you can. Making your way back to center. We're going to come into a figure four, stretching out our hips. You can interlace either underneath your hamstring or around your shin, flexing your toes, both of your toes, towards your shins. Once you have the bind around your leg, recline back down onto the mat and just breathe. For more intensity, you can draw your knee tighter in towards your chest. Go ahead and release. Take your peace fingers, find your big toe. Extend your left leg long, as well as your right leg. You can even hover your long leg just above the earth. Side B, crossing ankle just above the knee joint, binding around your shin or hamstring, and reclining yourself all the way back till your shoulders are resting on the mat. Flexing toes toward the shins, drawing knee closer to the chest. Go ahead and release peace fingers to big toe. You can keep a slight bend in the leg if extending it as long as I do doesn't work for you, no problem. As well as that leg lengthened out long on the mat, just hovering, you can choose to allow that leg to remain resting on the mat. Bringing your feet out to the width of the mat, palms up and hands are away from your body. Draw your knees together into a teepee pose, which allows your low back to rest into the mat a little bit easier on the low back. Opening up the legs, extending your legs long on the mat and finding that final resting pose that's just perfect for your body. Close your eyes and remain still. Just breathe. As you inhale, draw your knees into your chest. Bring your hands out to a T. We'll drop the knees off to the right side, taking your gaze to the left hand. As you inhale, draw the knees up to the center and drop them to the opposite side, taking your gaze opposite of your knees. Inhale as you come back to center, and we'll make our way slowly into seated easy pose where we'll close our practice with hands at our heart. Inhale, draw your thumb knuckles to your third eye. Exhale as you bow forward. Namaste. The divine light in me honors and respects the divine light in each of you.